petrol for the running, or sometimes diesel also. Heavy motor vehicles like big trucks and very big lorries, they run on diesel, whereas small cars run on petrol. So petrol and diesel, these are the natural resources. They are obtained from a thing called petroleum. Petrol and diesel are the natural resources which are extracted from petroleum. So how is petroleum formed? What is the story of petroleum? Same like coal, millions of years ago, dead organisms of the sea. Petroleum was formed only in the sea, remember, whereas coal was formed in the earth. So petroleum, over a million of years ago, in the sea, there were many animals and many plants. As the dead organisms were dying, those organisms were sinking to the bottom of the sea and being deposited there. So as the dead organisms of the sea were being deposited in the deeper layers of the sea, those were being covered by sand or clay. So due to high temperatures and absence of air and high pressures, this became converted into petrol over a period of years. Understood? So how is petrol formed? The organisms of the sea, as they died, their bodies got deposited in the deeper layers of the sea. As the bodies got deposited in the deeper layers of the sea, clay and sand got deposited over them. So due to absence of air and high temperatures and high pressures, these dead organisms converted into petroleum. So petrol is also a fossil fuel. This is formed from dead organisms of the sea. So this diagram is an example of how petrol is formed. So the deeper layers of the sea, you have rocks here. So all the dead organisms go and deposit here. So due to high pressure, absence of air and high temperature, these converted into petrol. So the first layer will be water. Above that you will have petroleum oil, and above that gas. So why is the oil layer above water always? Because as you know, oil and water does not mix. So oil is always above water. Then above oil you have natural gas. So oil and natural gas are the products of petroleum. Then again you have rocks on the top. So wells will be digged from the surface of the sea into the oil part. So these are called oil wells. So from these oil wells the petroleum will be extracted. So oil wells were first dug in Pennsylvania in USA in the 19th century, and in India the oil wells were first dug in Assam. Oil was first formed in Assam state of India. So the oil which is obtained from here, it is petroleum oil, but it is not clear. It is thick, black, full of many things. So what are those things? So those things are petrol, diesel, oil, wax and bitumen. The petroleum oil which is obtained from this part is a mixture of many oils like petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin, wax and bitumen. So you need to separate all these products from the petroleum oil. So how do you do this? This is done by a process called refining of petrol. So what is the refining of petrol? Definition of refining of petrol. The separation of various constituents or fractions of petrol is called refining of petrol. So by the refining of petrol you can separate these 5 products: petrol, diesel, oil, wax and bitumen. So now we will know in detail about the uses of these 5 products. So now we will study about the various constituents of petrol and its uses. Various constituents of petrol will be obtained after the refining of the petrol. The separation of various constituents or fractions of petrol is called petrol refining. So after refining process we get these are the various constituents of petrol. Those are LPG. LPG means liquid petroleum gas. Then petrol. Then kerosene. Then diesel. Then lubricating oil. Then paraffin, wax and bitumen. These are the byproducts of petrol. Now let's see the uses. So LPG. LPG is nothing but fuel for home and industries uses. So you get cylinders in the home, no? That is LPG cylinders. You use for cooking purpose. Then petrol. Petrol, as you all know, for running of vehicles, motor fuel. Then aviation means air industry for running of flights or aeroplanes. Then dry cleaning of the clothes. You don't know when you give clothes for dry cleaning, they wash it with petrol. We hear like that. Then coming to kerosene. Kerosene, as you all know, we buy from the ration shops. Kerosene. These are used for lighting stove, lamps and jet aircrafts also run with the help of kerosene. Next, coming to diesel. As I told you earlier, heavy vehicles which run on national highways, you run on diesel. Then the generators in all the homes and factories and offices run on diesel. Then lubricating oil is used for lubrication purpose in the vehicles. Then coming to paraffin wax, it is used in production of Vaseline. Vaseline is all the lip balms what you apply. They are sticky in nature, right? It is also a byproduct of petroleum. Then ointments and candles are also made up of wax. Then the last product is bitumen. As we discussed earlier once also, that bitumen is used for laying of roads instead of coal tar, and also in the paints. Now let's move on to the next topic called natural gas. So the last topic we are going to deal in this chapter is natural gas. So what is natural gas? Natural gas is an important fuel. So it is easy to transfer through pipes. Why it is important? Because mainly used for cooking purposes in all our homes. So it is stored under high pressure. So that is why it is known as CNG, that is compressed natural gas. So natural gas is an important fuel. It is easy to transfer to the pipes. It is important because it is the main fuel which is used in hotels and our homes for cooking purpose. Then it is stored under high temperatures. It is called as compressed natural gas. You have many gas stations around, where you live. That is CNG stations, auto gas, auto LPG stations you have. Then what are the advantages of natural gas? It can be used directly for burning in the homes or factories. Whereas petrol and coal have some byproducts, they need some refining process. But whereas compared to them, natural gas can be readily used. Then it is a starting material for the manufacture of chemicals and fertilizers in many industries. That is one more additional use of this natural gas. So all these natural resources are limited. We have to use them wisely because the formation of these takes many years, but the consumption of these occurs very quickly. It may get exhausted at some moment. And then natural gas. The gas is supplied through pipelines rather than cylinders in many gated communities of our city like Hyderabad. And then in Surat, Gujarat, we have this Reliance natural gas pipeline. The gas is supplied through pipeline in Gujarat and some parts of Delhi. And in compared to whole India, the natural gas is more produced in Tripura, Rajasthan and Karnataka. So natural resources are limited. You have to use them wisely. And then natural resources causes pollution. When natural gas is used, gradually definitely it causes some pollution. Then it causes global warming. Global warming is depletion of the ozone layer. So our government has set up a community called Petroleum Conservation Research Association, PCRA. So they have formulated some guidelines for the proper use of these natural resources. What does the guidelines tell us? Drive at a constant speed. When you are using gas, petrol or diesel, drive at a constant speed. Then maintain tire pressure. Then switch off engine at traffic signals. Then the last one is regular maintenance of the vehicle is necessary. So whenever they tell you that whenever it is necessary, then only use these natural resources, use them limited, maintain the tire pressures, maintain the vehicle pressure, vehicle maintenance, everything is necessary. So what you have, now the lesson is completed. What is the summary of the lesson? You have come to know about the natural resources, the uses, you can describe them and you have understood everything about them. Earth, this is our Mother Earth, right? The existence of life on Mother Earth is the only distinct feature which makes it separate from the other planets. You have many planets, right? But there is no existence of life on them, no existence of the human beings, plants and animals. So the existence of the life on this Mother Earth of ours makes the only distinctive feature of the Earth. So to make this life existence and make the use of it in a proper way, you have to use this natural resources in a normal and a proper